Alright, so my mower won't start. I've done a bunch of tests to it to make sure before I go taking the camshaft out. I'll actually show you that it won't start. It basically acts like it has a dead battery. But I know it's not the battery because it's a new battery. It's not the solenoid. If I take the valve cover off, I don't have the right piece. Alright, so if I undo all of these, alright, now that I got all of those out, I can pull this off to get to the valves, which is these. And I've already adjusted them, so I know that that's not the problem. But you can see how far in that one goes. And that one didn't go in as far. So you can kind of see there's some gap in between the spring there. And then on the other one, there's basically no gap. That one closes further than this one. See how tiny that was? So basically, since that one doesn't go in all the way, I'm just gonna put these back in here. So on this camshaft, this is a broken one as well. So on this camshaft, right here, there's supposed to be another piece that's the compression release that broke off of here. But these lobes on here are egg-shaped, and the reason this one doesn't go in all the way is because it has worn out and it's probably more round, which I have another camshaft. I'll go grab that really quick to show you how rounded they are. You can see this one's rounded off on both of them. My next thing is it looks like I gotta take this whole thing off, because I gotta take all these bolts out that go all the way around. And since these two are like kind of underneath of this, I guess I could use a hand wrench or whatever to pull those out, but I'm not really able to get to those two down there because that one is kind of underneath all those gears, underneath the teeth, and I wouldn't be able to tighten them down. So I'm gonna have to take this off, which it looks like it just clips on. And I gotta undo that. Come find my tools. Here's a half. Let's see if a half fits. Yep. Wrench. And I'm going to try to turn it, and it spins. There. I got it loose, so I'm just gonna spin it out by hand. Let's see if I can just pull this off. I want to make sure I know how this goes. I'm not really sure. To get this off. Like I replaced those two camshafts that I showed you, but those were on different type of engine. I had to actually pull the entire engine off to get to all of these, because on the other engines they're on the they were on the underneath. It was basically, this was upside down, basically. So I had to undo everything underneath. I guess before I do this, I should also drain the oil, which is what I forgot to do. I set up to do it. Now I forgot to do it. So I'm going to do this. I got this nice thing, it like folds. I have to hold this. We'll open this. Oh boy, I'm gonna spill oil everywhere. Oh, the oil's been ruined. Look how dirty that is. And I'm just catching it in an old bottle because I don't really have anywhere else to put the oil. Get back to you when this is done. Alright, I don't know how to get this off, so I'm just gonna do it by hand mostly. The oil's pretty much done draining, so I'm just gonna close that up. Just let that drain. Start pulling off the oil filter. I keep forgetting I was gonna do the oil filter. And now I'm gonna start pulling all of the bolts, if this tool even works. Cool. Alright, I'm slowly getting those out. I can't really get them out because they're under the gears, but now I'm gonna undo the starter wire. That way when I lift up this whole top piece, I'm not holding on to that. And I think I might just move this too because it's kind of under the gears. So I'm going to unplug this, take these two screws out, and set this ignition coil aside because I got the spark plug undone as well. And then I'm going to take this off, undo this here, and then I think there's another one right here, and then this whole contraption should come off. No, I'm just gonna undo this. That way I don't have this wire hanging on there. So I'll just undo this, take this off, the throttle cable, and then everything else looks like it's not hooked up to that. And I should be able to pull that top piece off. And then I'll get back to you when I get this undone and when I get the starter off. Undid these wires, and I don't think anything else is hooked up to it. So I should be able to pull that top piece off now. This is gonna go with this, so I should move this. I'm gonna take this plastic cover off because it's kind of in the way right here. And then I'll put the nuts back to make sure I don't lose them. And now we'll see if we can slowly loosen these nuts, or these bolts, as I lift up on the top of this case.